Samsung S26 Ultra is the most conflicted I have ever felt about a phone. It feels like a breaking point. Because on one hand, I'm peed off. They've not changed the cameras again. They've not changed the battery again. In fact, do you want to know one of the best things about this phone? It's the fact that it's made of aluminium again after just a 2-year detour as titanium. Samsung is just making tiny little tweaks while other companies are making leaps. Okay, calm yourself. What companies? What brand that you can actually feasibly buy in most countries is more well-rounded than this? Besides, what about the hundreds of AI features? Who's even close to Samsung? Oh, yippee! More AI features! Because my life was in shambles before I could rewrite my shopping list as an 18th century pirate. Besides, I'm one man. Like, how many do you think I can use? And then, are you trying to say that just because other brands like Oppo and Xiaomi and Vivo are not globally available, that Samsung just gets a pass for making a worse product? But it's not a worse product for an average user. The battery is already more than enough to last a day. We just confirmed that in our test, remember? People love Samsung cameras, and no one's out here zooming 800% into their photos to compare micro details. Like, you just gotta understand that Samsung isn't chasing numbers anymore. They're focusing on new ways to add value because they've already covered the basics. That's why we're now getting this completely world-exclusive privacy display feature. This is James Bond level tech. Do I look like James Bond to you? Do you think I've been waiting my entire life so that finally the stranger sitting next to me on the bus won't be able to see me trying to figure out which Shrek character are you? It's Donkey, by the way. That's it. I'm taking this. I want to show you exactly how, with cameras, for example, Samsung is falling behind. We were in the gym the other day, do you remember? Hit that PB, thought we looked pretty spicy. So we called in Drisha to take that photo and she got this on Samsung. In isolation, a pretty balanced photo. You wouldn't feel like you had anything to complain about. But then she took that same shot on a Chinese flagship, the Xiaomi 17 Ultra. And it's only when you do that you realize what you're missing. Can't you see how the Xiaomi has more depth because of its larger sensor and just so much more real detail on the face, which looks a whole lot better than the over-sharpening that Samsung's tried to replace it with. Same thing is true when you shoot portraits. It really puts into perspective how, while Samsung and even Apple, they're improving each generation, these other companies are doing it faster, and it's particularly noticeable when you're in low light. And this isn't to say that everyone should suddenly rush out and buy a Xiaomi. I'm just trying to show you what's out there so that you get me when I say that this, by comparison, the ultimate Samsung experience that we're stuck with till 2027, feels like such a bummer to me. Give me that. Look, I get it. It's not a camera phone, but not everyone wants a camera phone. It's actually nice to hold a device that doesn't have a bump large enough to eat dinner off of. It's slim, it's comfy, it's balanced, as all things should be. And frankly, to an untrained eye, Samsung's images really do look just as good. What most people want is a phone that takes bright, well-exposed photos that make them